Hey people, Injured here, 53, Khatrin Purification Plant. Blue team, a whole bunch of Eldar. First up is Vileorator with a Warp Spider Exarch. Teleported hero that fights ranged combat by default, with a capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities. Alongside Broodwich with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption, support, and offense. This is the Exarch's elite scheme. And rounding off this blue Eldar team is Haidran with a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat. Powerful buffs, debuffs, and control abilities. This is the same Han elite scheme. Red team then, manonmars is a Mekboy, teleporting hero that fights ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures, and repair. Alongside the great Cornholio with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero, powerful battlefield manipulation, and can hurt you pretty bad too. Starts off in melee combat. Rounding us off, ZeD with a Lord General, fights range combat begins with a retinue of stormtroopers to help him out. Really strong defense and support can also add to this retinue throughout the game. Lord General is on this west side where the contested VP is already kicking off. Sorcerer's in there, Banshee's got too far in against a whole bunch of chaos stuff. There goes the Destructor. Bad news for Heretics, but looks like they're still standing. Leaping in though is the Warlock, knocking back 2 Chaos Space Marines, and then himself eats a special attack. Looks like the red team are going to lock down this west side early on. Banshee's in the back lines though, maybe. Nope. Sentinel Stomp puts an end to that. Also got a bunch of Dire Avengers there. The Warlock goes down early. Lord General runs away, lost both of his retinue fellows. If you lose your hero in the first engagement, it means you screwed up. Sorcerer getting some hits and getting some kills, and look at that, almost got level 2 already, this guy. The Warp Spider in retreat survives. The Farseer, a lot more healthy in fact, pushing through towards the Orc base. Found some shooter boys who can't stand in melee against her and therefore flee. Here's the Mekboy though, teleports in with his shooter, does some decent damage with this thing. Double Dire Avengers can pew him down out of cover though. Those little shuriken things they fire are pretty painful, it turns out. Sluggers trudging forward. The Howling Banshees are coming back out of base. I guess they were forced off in the early exchanges. CSM here, not capping, turning to shoot some Banshees instead. Doom bolts largely avoided there, it seems like. Destructor goes out. Rangers getting shots in now from Broodwich. The Warlock has been repurchased. Maybe, yeah, must have been repurchased. I don't think he was revived. Red team still looking pretty strong over here with a bunch of Imperial Guard stuff, but the CSM are now off the field. Rangers will help them approach with that disruptive long-range shot, and a Guardian weapon team is on the field for some suppression. Now they have tools to get the Banshees in and get the Warlock in safely also. Rangers taking those shots. They do have their Pathfinder gear, gives them a lot of awesome utility and support. Red team happy to stand and wait for them to come. We see an infiltrated Warlock here, thanks to the Pathfinder gear. Doing bolts, dodged by Broodwich, nicely done, using fleet to get away. Here comes some help. Haidran, Raptors jumping this entire army and getting a big old suppression bomb on. Heretics moving in now with the Aspiring Champion, another squad without. Doom Blast a bit late. Cornholio sensing a bad engagement with Banshees, buffed by the Farseer, gets those Raptors out of there. And here comes some Daka. Big shooters up on the Orks. Longer range weapons with more DPS than regular shooters. They're big for a reason. They can also allow you to suppress with aiming. What's that? This is a lively fight over here. Electric Armor Mekboy getting stuck into the Eldar. So Haidran with a nice attempt at a assist. Held off by Cornholio and then forced off by manonmars. The Farseer actually went down there. Doom Bolts flies in. Wasn't a full one though. Sorcerer with his Sword of Flame. Special attack is a pretty long animation on that, but it is a 360 knockback, I believe. Decent strength on it too. We saw it in the Warlock earlier on. 406, 473 on the VP's blue team. Do take the west side, but for how long? Red team coming back in with some guardsmen and some Chaos Space Marines. There is some heavy cover still there with those pipes. Not sure what these fellas are up to. Taking shots. See here some are going for the decap, but it's a lot of shurikens in their face. Some infiltration to help them out, and they do not drop a model. Meanwhile, Orks run away on the east side. They do have a war banner up. Generator's gone up also. This contested power on the eastern edge is red and orky. Banshees with aspect of strength. What about the other ones? No aspect for Broodwich yet, and no aspect also for Vileorator. Trying to shoot down this war banner, which provides passive bonuses for nearby Orks. You can activate it for a bigger bonus temporarily. Burners up for the sluggers. Where's the Mekboy at? He's in there. Not always easy to spot that fella. Can teleport in on the... there we go. Force close combat and then use his electric armor, which you would think will see the shuriken off. No, it stays in play. It does stay in play. Can it turn and set up though? Banshees need to wash out here. There it is. Don't think they maybe even needed to. Sluggers are going to drop, and they do drop. manonmars did not get his army in quickly enough after tying up the shuriken. I thought it was a gunner. Farseer saves it. I think she put guide. Yeah, she put guide on the Banshees, I think. And they wrecked those sluggers pretty quickly. Kicking off on the west side. Warlock of Broodwich levels the 2 and gets the Immolator going. Setting heretics and guardsmen on fire. Pretty fun, I think, for an Eldar. Level 3 Sorcerer flies out some Doom Bolts, but they are blocked 100% by these Eldar shields over here. There's 4 of them. So good luck, fellas. Raptors, I think, can break them with a jump, I believe. Maybe not. They can at least jump behind them, though. Warlock just using some close combat to get a... oh, wow. Destructor just wiping out these guardsmen. He must have been immolated as well. I was going to say that he just used the leap to knock over the sorcerer and then backed away again. He was trying to use Sigil of the Rift there. There it is. Blue team holding the west side pretty impressively there. Shields are up. Often you don't see this from Eldar players. Not actually disciplined at getting those shields up on the contested VP, which really helps out Eldar. Not the strongest faction in a toe-to-toe fight, but those shields really help. Farseer escapes. She's level 2, no war gear. Still has fleet and guide, of course. Warlock getting deep into enemy lines with some Howling Banshees alongside. These ladies at pretty much full health, but now Stormtroopers are taking shots with an assault kit for ZeD. War truck for manonmars. Don't see any tier 2 stuff for the Eldar yet. Expect maybe some Wraithguard supported by the Banshees so they don't get tied up. We've got a Manticore for ZeD, who's had a bad tier 1 from the looks of his army. That was Sigil of the Rift, displacing a Guardian weapon team. Raptors can't quite finish it. Or maybe they can, jumping after a hit. Don't think they can. Our Dark Flames will definitely do it. I don't think it actually needed Dark Flames. I believe the Raptors got the last hit there. Grenades. War truck is fine. Banshees run away. And now can push against the natural power here, you would think. Nope. Wants this contested power back first. Here comes the war truck though. With sluggers inside. You see the burners sticking out the side there. Doom bolts. Banshees eat it to the face, but they keep coming. Do we see any... Nope. No supportive war gear from the Warlock of Broodwich. Right now, Banshees have done okay. Rangers didn't want to risk getting suppressed there, so just ran away from the Raptors, and then leaping in again is the Warlock. Immolator doing damage over time per hit, which I assume stacks. I'm not actually sure if it stacks per hit or if only one DOT can be active at once. Ouch. Manticore almost wiping out these Dire Avengers here. We have some Dark Creepers in play from Vileorator, and Broodwich has a Falcon. It's sitting still right now though, or floating still I guess. Oh, Banshees have found the Manticore. Unless the Raptors can save it, it's done for. I believe it's going to be done for here. 3 hit points. It lives. It lives. Or does it? No. The Manticore goes down. Surely. Ortark is going to get on it. Attack it once and down it goes. Even with a power melee weapon, 3 hit points, it will go down. That was Vileorator's Ortark there. Get 53 red for taking out a Manticore. The Warp Spider Exarch did go down. Here we have a Chaos Dreadnought for Cornholio. Seems to like using them with the old sorcerers warping and stuff. You have a shrine. Eldar shenanigans capping the VP. Uh-oh, grenades on Orc faces. Also on the Farseer's face. I believe that just took her down. Mekboy teleports in with his electric crap going. Scares off those fellas. Here comes Broodwich to assist with a Falcon. Looks like there is, I think, Rangers inside. You see them poking out the bottom. Such an elegant transport solution Dawn of War 2 has. Just shove the units in there. If they stick out, who cares? 357 to 338. Red west side. They have broken the blue team pretty hard over here, it seems like, for right now. Does Broodwich have everything? No, there is some stuff back. I thought everything was inside the Falcon, maybe. You do get a revive, nicely done by Broodwich. And they're retaking that eastern edge power. Some fierce fighting on the east side. 346 to 338, very close on the VPs. I hear screaming banshees. Here they are, level 2. Aspect of strength, scaring off some CSM with Eternal War and their aspiring champion over there. Still have a default Dreadnought, which has that very nasty looking cage with a skeleton inside, poor bastard. It's quite a big skeleton, so maybe it's a Space Marine. 329 to 338, 2-to-1 cap. I guess maybe you could look closely and look for the plates on the chest and all that weird stuff. Raptors are in. Have their aspiring champion, but I don't think he got an attack in on the Falcon before retreating. Haywire grenade from his Warp Spiders on the Dreadnought. Now it's under pressure from the Howling Banshees. Can Cornholio save it with a warp, or will it get away? Not sure. Yeah, he has the red, I believe. It's not warping it out. Where is the Sorcerer? Oh, Sorcerer's right there, that's why. Warp only takes the unit to where the Sorcerer is, so it wouldn't have helped the Dreadnought there. And down it goes. Nicely done by blue team. They leapt on that Dreadnought pretty quickly after the Haywire. That's what Eldar excel at. Not always easy to do in a 3v3, where you can have people coming at you from all sorts of directions, so setting up a swift attack like that can often lead to doom. Mekboy shooting and taking the node. 288, 338. Orks limp back. Red team looking kind of depleted now. Very good attack by blue. They're taking the west side and trying to take the natural of red, but the Raptors just knocked to this Warlock flying. He's level 4 though, with Warp Throw and Cloak of Shadows. Level 2 Banshees for Haidran, almost level 3. What about Broodwich? Also level 2. And Vileorator are still in level 1. Looks like a firefight that could go either way here, although the Eldar do have the shields. That's a very nice grenade from those Stormtroopers. Took out the shield and almost took out the Dark Reapers. They got very close. 10 hit points. Couldn't quite finish them off there. Didn't really have an answer to the Falcon. We could just float there and shoot them with impunity. Sorcerer's level 4. Robes of Torment to stop these dangerous Banshee and Warlock shenanigans going on. Ortark drop in. This is from Haidran. There's the Farseer. She's down over on the west side, actually. So is the Warp Spider. Broodwich could get a whole bunch of XP if he goes over there to revive. Might be able to pull it off. Lord the General now has the melter guns up and the Commissar Retinue fellow who gives him a very nifty shield. Helps him cap and stand up in those range 5 fights for longer. Some Zichin worship. Orks in play also. Need to be careful with the Eldar. Got attacks from 2 sides, including a Lehman Russ There's the Robes of Torment. Ortok jumps in for a heal, but this could be bad for the Eldar. I think they need to get out of here. They're staying in as long as they can. Raptors getting some hits. Tank Buster Barrage almost takes out the Falcon immediately. Does have its shield up now, which should see it survive, but Raptors are going for it for sure. Power Fist gets a hit there. Dark Reapers need to open fire. There we go. 288, 238. Not sure what that buff was that just went down on the Dire Avengers. It wasn't crack shot, because that gives them a larger graphical effect, I think. 283 to 238. Eldar are steamrolling through the east side while the Orks are over here. So they will trade powers, I suppose. This Leman Russ is very, very far forward for ZeD. Heretics trying to repair. Being suppressed by Banshees though. Grenade goes in. Robes go up. Or rather, Chains of Torment go up. Eldar are kind of pinned back here. Falcon has been repaired though. Leman Russ, no upgrades yet for this thing. Sorcerer might need to run. There we go. 243 to 238. Very close on the VPs. What is this? Could see a nasty flank here from Haidran. Farseer is up. She's almost level 4. Warp Spider with the Entangling Web to help control those Raptors perhaps. Good play from Red Team. Got through, did some damage, and were able to pull back with stuff still on the field. Raptors coming in and actually helping out quite a lot here. Banshee taking big damage. They need to run. What are they doing? Oh, setting up an Eldritch Storm. Yes, they are. That's got to take out... Oh, was that a clutch save from Cornholio? I think it was. Look at this. Leman Russ with 15 hit points. Warped out of certain death by Cornholio. That was very, very quick reactions. Nicely done by Cornholio there. 209, 238. Baneblade, maybe, is the message from ZeD. Cornholio has so much requisition here. Almost 2,000. What's going on? And 180 power too. But be really stubbornly saving for Terminators here. Great Unclean One also a possibility. Does like to use them. West side, Nob Squad is charging through, seeing off those Banshees. There's more Banshees behind them. And they turn to engage, eating a Fire Prism shot though from Broodwich. Falcon is still doing some fantastic work as well with that shield up. It's very tough. Fire Prism, a great tool as you can see for dealing with a Nob Squad. If you can have 2 of them, you can keep a Nob Squad controlled pretty well. Warlock dealing with the Nobs. Dark Flames on retreat to finish off the Dark Reapers there. Red Team are looking to get this VP back, but here comes Haidran. Ortok leading the line. Standing behind this post and shooting her pistol. Do something else, Ortok. No? Okay. She's happy there. She's alive. She's heard about all the other Ortoks dying constantly. Waited for the others to come in and then she got stuck in. Blue Team are going to hold the west side. Nicely done by Haidran. Really good timing with that assist. ZeD's Leman Russ is repaired back up. We do have a great unclean one on the way for Cornholio. Nob Squad of manonmars are fully upgraded. Yes, they are. And Super Tough Beam is up. Massive, massive buffs, as you can see there. Immune to knockback and suppression and 75% damage resist. Crazy buffs. I'm not sure how long it lasts, but I think it's a decent amount of time. The Mekboy, though, completely messed that up. Teleported in, got himself killed. I don't think he actually used the Super Tough Beam. And then the Nobs got her off the field. And the Mekboy's down. And Nobs are dying now. That's doom on them from the Farseer. Almost finished them off. Banshees are trying to do so. And they do. Nobs are down. Smack. Jabbed in the neck there, that Nob. Yeah, manonmars not happy with that, with his performance there, I think. 5 prisms now for Broodwich and Vileorator. Here is the Great Unclean One. Looking delightful as always. Sluggers burning some power. As long as something breaks, they're happy. And the Lord General going for a cap, reinforcing his poor retinue. So we have 2 fire prisms and a falcon. There is a 3rd from Broodwich on the way in too. So they have a hell of a lot of disruption over on this west side to stop caps and what's not. And of course, there's no Nobs anymore to target, so they can concentrate on stopping those caps. Great Unclean One going deep into enemy lines. I guess Cornholio confident he can walk that guy out if he needs to. Sorcerer is in retreat right now, setting up the warp. Need to get to safety to get your unit to safety. Double cap here for red team. It's a good special for the Great Unclean One. Does get walked out back to HQ to heal up now. Imarus needs to be careful. We've seen 1 Eldritch, and they have 2 more available here from the looks of the red. Cornholio still with over 1,000 requisition. I guess he can rebuy power quickly. He hasn't rebought this one though. Still a double. Heretics hanging out in a dubious place. Oh, now they're backing off. What's going on east side? Eldar are bashing, power melee kicks and all that. Here comes a tank. The Banshees might be able to chase it off. And they do dodge that thing. Chaos Predator now for Cornholio. It's a good map for tanks, I think. Although with Eldar around and there are storms, Right Lance doing massive amounts of damage to the tank there, almost take it out. Banshees have found some shooty Orks. Tank busters were there also, chopping them down. Can they get back on this west side though? All top leads the line for Vileorator. Banshees coming in. There's a lot of stuff here to deal with though. Is he going to drop a nuke? The Zinchian Shrine doing its thing. Nope, no nuke. Bright Lance and double fire prisms. Bright Lance is displaced. Over there, gets away. Nicely done by Cornholio though. Raptors jumping in, trying to threaten these Eldar vehicles. There's a... oh, they're melter gun Raptors now. Throw out their melter bomb and now getting rear armor hits on this thing. Can it not move? What's going on here? Oh, did he get chained? Down goes one of the fire prisms. Falcon lives. We do have a D cannon up for Haidran. 97-132. Red team still have this west side. Blue team are trying to get on to the natural there. Couldn't quite manage it. Kind of pushing through though. They're edging forward. Need to be careful. Falcon's not going to last forever. Down it goes. In fact, it was the Chaos Predator that got the last shot with the Mark of Corner. Still the 2-to-1 ticks down. They need their nukes. Where are they? So much red for Broodwich. Where'd that tank go? Oh, it's back here. These guys chuck a grenade. It's a Kassakin. And they have their disruptive grenade launchers as well. Look at that. Disrupting the entire squad. Ortok gets in there though. Great Unclean One fighting Banshees. Passively damaging nearby enemies. And doing big hits with its massive cleaver thing. Teleported away. There's an Eldritch. Trying to get the looted tank here. Stuns it. And there's another Eldritch. Slightly overkill to take out a looted tank, but they are hitting a bunch of the Orc infantry as well. I guess they weren't confident on getting in and finishing off that tank there. With the Leman Russ and the other tank guarding it somewhat. The Fire Prism tried to get closer and have been taken out. Down goes the Fire Prism of, I think that was Vileorator. 60 to 132. I think you've got to say that was overkill. The other Fire Prism should have been able to finish off the looted tank. And there's some prime targets here for a nuke that they now can't nuke. Might live to regret it. D cannon wants to set up. Turn, buddy. There you go. Nobody can get this VP back. It's 60 to 132. Might be some pressure on the natural VPs here. All quiet right now. Uh oh, Raptor's jumping in. Melter bomb. Don't think they can get their melter guns on it for long. It's going to be okay, this Fire Prism. They are not the toughest vehicles around. Spawn with only 500 hit points. You have double Demon Russes now over here. And that Chaos Predator. So that ZeD decided against the Baneblade. We have some Seer Council from Haidran. Still an uncapped VP. More Dark Flames. Eldar now struggling to stand and trade efficiently with the red team armies. It's a nice warp throw. Warlock's gone mental with Providence. Witchfield of Kurnus as well. There's another Nob squad there from manonmars, as you can see. Banshees want to fight him. Level 3. Super tough beam goes on. See if we can work out how long it lasts here. That was like 8 to 10 seconds, I think. 59-132. A really good Ethereal Slash. He uses it to escape, but Nobs have had enough. Red team take the west side. 52 to 132. Raptors, what are you up to, fellas? They really wanted to get their melter bomb on. Wanted to have a little meet and greet with the Avatar of Cain, who's taking a lot of damage here. Taking las cannon shots, I think. Yes. There's Cloud of Flies. I don't know if Cornholio has enough to warp this thing out. I always forget how much that is. It might be 100, in which case it's fine. I think that was it. And out it goes. Brent Kim can now waddle back to base and heal up. 37 to 132. Blue team stopped the 2 to 1 by decapping red team's natural, but not for long. They're going to take it back. The shrine is almost down. Now being repaired by heretics, but it is taken out by a Fire Prism shot. Avatar's very low. I think he needs to heal up. Lord General in the back lines harassing with those melter guns and the shield up makes him quite a tough fighter. Or a tough shooter, I guess. What's this? Seer Council versus Orks. Doom up on these sluggers. Is there anything there to focus them down though? Yeah, they are forced to retreat. Seer Council chopping them up really badly and down they go. Buffed Seer Council are scary, scary things. Raptors, get the hell out of there. All top from Vileorator. But blue team are running out of time. Trying to get a decap. I hear an Eldritch. They got a decap over here. And a decap over here. Now they have a single, but only 4 VPs to hold on to. They can pull this off. This is a pretty impressive win for the Eldar. Hell of a lot to do. This Avatar's almost dead, but they need to keep it in the field. They can't send it back to base. The game could be over. Have it do as much as it can. Keep it away from the tanks if you're able. There's a Chains of Torment again. That's not going to be helpful. They actually capped it for a double. What's going on the west side? Fire Prism chased down and taken out, I guess, by these tanks. Or top going for the cap. Does have Providence is level 9, this guy as well. Still the double ticks down. I thought the Rangers would infiltrate him, but I guess not. He couldn't get the decap. I guess Providence is still on. It's not off cooldown. Is it cooldown or is it one of those things that's charged up by damaged? I'm unsure. Single cap for blue still. Down goes the Farseer, tossed aside by the Great Unclean One. That guy's been awesome. Nim and Russes are ruling the west side. Orc Spiders trying to live. Oh, rocks on double fire prisms. Painful. Took them both out. What a value rocks. That is a value nuke right there. 1-to-1 cap. Red team just need to take this west side for a short while. War target's trying to get it back, but she's going to die trying to do so. There's a repair bunker now up over there, as if those Limon Russes weren't tough enough to deal with. Warlock, where is she going? She's going after the natural, isn't she? She got shot to death. That's what happened. Still a 1-to-1 cap. It's so close. Got them down to 62 VPs. Here comes another fire prism from Broodwich. Great Unclean One stomping into the Eldar backlines and wrecking things. Down goes that D cannon, I think, yes. Just taken out by the stench of the Great Unclean One. Blue team somehow are capping over here. It's the Seer Council of Haidran. Can't quite finish the cap though. Knob squad on them and bloodletters spawning in from Cornholio's Global. Down goes the Warlock. He's level 9 still though. Needs to repurchase him immediately, surely. Has 900 rec. And Eldritch on the VP. I was going to say somehow the Guardsmen survive it, but they actually don't. Is this the same avatar? How did it live this long? I think it is the same one. Big rear arm hit on looted tank. And another. And another. But that's a Knob squad and the Great Unclean One to fight that guy. Looks like that blue VP is safe for now-ish. Red team still can't grab this VP. CSM are trying to do so. This could be it. But Ortok of Haidran is on their natural. 1-to-1 cap stops it. GG, says Vileorator. They have the west side. Not sure if the blue team can get them off it. What was that? Is that a singularity? It is. Level 4 CSM tanking that singularity pretty effectively, actually. Still decapped over here. I mean, a valiant effort, an awesome effort from the blue team. But I think they've just been out brute forced here. Saving that second nuke might have made a big difference. Then again, maybe that looted tank would have survived. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. There is the game. Red team getting a natural back for a 2-to-1 at the end. Blue team were in the ascendancy for a while with a level 4 Warp Spider, level 9 Warlock, level 7 Farseer. She had Runes of Reaping at the end. Level 7 Mech, level 8 Sorcerer, Icon of Zinch, and a level 8 Lord General, who was on Blue team's natural at the end there. Awesome stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.